Honestly, my reflexes aren't that good. It's just game sense, you know, knowing what's gonna happen, like predicting stuff, right? The other tip there, if you guys want to focus on your reflexes, this might sound a little silly, but stand up, walk outside, take in fresh air for a little bit, come back inside, make yourself a drink of some kind, preferably a hot drink, and just like, it's just like, just exist away from your PC for a bit. It's like, even if you can't like go outside or something, just move away from your PC for a little bit before you play, sit back down, or roll up to your station or whatever you want to do, and make sure you feel comfortable first. Being comfortable in your position while you're gaming is super important, chat, because one, your posture will thank you later. I say with the gremlin positions. What's super important is, if you're about to play like trials or something, you haven't played PvP today, go into a custom game and run around and make sure you feel comfortable. Make sure you're sitting right, make sure you feel like you're in a comfortable position. So yeah, it's just like a tip to like try and I don't know, like be a little bit more alert but also be comfortable, because you don't want to be like halfway through a match that's like super intense, right? So it's like what you want to do. Oh, that's what I used as well for my first. This is the second best SMG in the game. The origin perk on this is like insane too. It's very, I'd say No Time to Explain plus A-Class is probably one of the best loadouts in the game, but I also think Defiance is like S tier. That's what I used for my first first, and I switched to this. And Beloved, just because I like Beloved. But yeah, make sure you're comfortable when you're playing, chat, because one thing I don't know if you guys know or notice is that when you're like stressed, right, you're playing like you're playing like a tough match, you'll tighten your body will tighten up a bit, right, because you're like hyper focused, or you're stressing a little bit or something. Always, and I mean always, feel free to take a breather after a match like that. You do not have to force yourself straight away to keep playing. If your body is feeling tight and, you know, like after a match that's really intense, don't be afraid to just take a little bit, right? Just a little bit. To like ease up just a tiny bit. Like, that's all you need. It makes a big difference into your mental as well. One tip I have that a friend of mine I taught, because they used to have quite bad rage issues. This is a bit of a tangent, but I used to have a friend that had really bad rage issues. But they didn't understand how much it affected the other people that were around. I think a lot of people don't realize that stuff. It's like, this is gonna sound dumb, okay? But make them record themselves while they're raging. Now, this sounds kind of toxic, okay? But some people really cannot understand what they sound like until they hear it. Like, you need to point out to them so their brain can click and be like, oh my god, I'm a fucking cunt. Like, it's really important. It's like you have to take note of the stuff you're saying, because how you act and how you sound, just the way you say things, can really affect how your teammates are playing and how you're playing. It is almost like universally agreed that when people are raging, they play worse. When people tilt, they make bad decisions. They can't play patient. They'll through their life. You know, it happens in MOBAs, it happens in shooters, it happens in strategy games. Like, it's just how the human mind works, right? You gotta know how to take that chill pill and refocus up. Like, I have a lot of people who say, like, Rumi, how do you not tilt? Like, how do you handle the connections that happen to you? How do you deal with X thing? And it's like, sometimes, yeah, I get a little tilted. I think everyone does naturally. But on the flip side, I've never taken it like above just getting slightly annoying. Because I realized over time, especially back when I used to be very competitive, like I used to be semi-pro in Overwatch and CSGO. So I used to be like very, very hyper competitive, right? I used to be a very extreme gamer. Okay, I knew like I would, and then I was like also I played a lot of League. I was like ranked and anyway, okay. Moral of the story is Rumi was a gamer. So I was around a lot of people who had bad rage issues, especially in games like League of Legends, because you're stuck in those matches for 40 plus fucking minutes and people cannot handle it. But when people have that wake-up call of understanding that how they're acting is affecting themselves and other people, it becomes like, it's like this switch that flicks inside them. It most of the time will help them become like a better gamer. Being able to stay calm and collected, like it's truly a skill. It's a talent, but it can be taught. Now, I'm telling you guys all this, right? But I have severe social anxiety disorder. I get really nervous when I start my streams. My voice goes up a pitch because I get shy and nervous, right? It's just how I am. So understanding how to keep calm and collected is like a really useful tool for me. And there's lots of different ways you can go about it. One of them for me is to put myself in the shoes of the people that are listening to me, and knowing that me just being chill and relaxed is comfort. You know, it's comfort to them. I don't want to take that away from them by getting mad. I mean, sometimes chat loves it when I get angry, but it's more in like a joking kind of manner, you know? I don't know. I keep thinking I'm like actually angry on stream. It's just like there's this thing with how the human brain works, that it's like if you can find things that help you keep calm and collected, and you can find those realizations, it's like it's super important. Like, and I think the biggest thing you can do as a friend is to, one, stop raging if you're a rager, but two, if you have a friend who's raging, try and get them help. Most people who rage, I've noticed, and in my time dealing with them, well, most of the rages I've met are guys, so it's a bit of a weird dynamic for me, personally. But like, it's about helping them get that help, or that understanding. Most people who rage don't want to rage. Some people feel immense shame when they rage, and they rage more afterwards because a lot of people don't know how to handle feeling that, so they'll lash out again. So it's like, if you do know someone who rages a lot, it's one thing to shove it in their face, you know, like, here's a clip of you being stupid, please stop this. Don't go about it just like that, okay? Like, while it might be kind of funny, don't do that. Be gentle. At the end of the day, like, most rages I've experienced don't want to rage. Yeah, exactly. It's like a feedback loop. It's like it feeds on itself. You know. For example, here's like a bit of a different spin on it. But when I'm hyper-focused, I stop breathing, which is really bad. Like, I'll fully stop breathing to focus. You know, it's just something I do. So sometimes after I focus for like a really long time, I'll be gasping for air. And it's just like, that's just like a stress response for me. Like a sniper, yeah. I got that lung capacity upgrade. God, I wish. But like, I know a lot of people who, like, when they get that adrenaline, they get the shakes and stuff. You know, and there's like a high that comes with that, right? Like pulling off something crazy. And it's always okay to like take a little break when that happens. Like, I know some people feel like they get into a zone, they gotta keep going, but like it is really important to like not keep pushing yourself. Like, especially if you can feel your body reacting, right? Because alright, so I was playing with a friend, and this must have been like last year. And she was streaming Overwatch for me, and she gets anxious. Like, she gets very bad like anxiety. And this poor girl, I remember the sound and the horror. She pulled off this incredible clutch to win this comp match, and then she threw up. She threw up all over her computer, her monitor, her keyboard, her microphone, and I heard this happening, and so I'm coaching her sister how to clean up her setup. While she's trying to like clean up in the shower, and it's just like, it's like, since then she's gone a lot better with it, you know, like, you know, I've like always encouraged her to relax more and just be more wary of how she's feeling. But like, you know, you gotta be aware of your body's needs, okay? The pop filter, it was a Blue Yeti. I got the ASMR experience. That was so gross. That was yeah, she got new stuff after that. It all got thrown out, like all of it. It was not that smell was not coming out. But yeah, so that was an experience, but that's an example, right, of how important it is to like really know your body's limits. No, actually, I have a problem. I have a really strong stomach, and I have a really hard time throwing up. Like, really hard time throwing up. It's like actually painful when I throw up, like really painful. My body like contorts itself. It's gross. It's awful. Yeah, but the smell makes me feel really, really sick. Like, I get headaches and stuff from it. Yeah. But yeah, so now they're a lot better with it. But like, as soon as they start feeling that stomach anxiety, like the churning, they just take a break and they watch some cat videos and some YouTube videos and listen to some music, and they just take a little break. That's all that you gotta be aware of. You know, you just gotta be aware of your body's needs. Error code anteater, oh god. Flames, I don't know if you saw, but there's a clip of me getting anteated like 5 times in a row in the same match and just spawning in front of the same guy. Like over and over again. I got killed like every time. It was rough. Like fucking hell. Oh, you got Erica back. The other servers conked? Oh, maybe because Flawless was coming up. I don't like this game. Me and every other Destiny fan. But yeah, so like one other thing to note is like the I don't know if you guys know this, but like, oh shit, I forgot what it's called. But there's a term for how people act like other people they're around. There's like an actual word for it. It's like a mirroring thing. I can't remember the words. Like my brain forgot. But like for example, if you play with other people who rage, you most likely will also rage. It's extremely probable that that mentality rubs off on you. It's called the, I can't remember the name of it. It's related to like same thing, like if a bunch of girls hang out together on a regular question. A regular question. I read your message and said that at the same time. Spicy noodles with cheese or no cheese? What kind of cheese? I think I'd try that. Like, say, like periods will sync up, right? If girls spend a lot of time together, their periods will sync up. One thing that happens with, I don't know if this is like what happens with guys. I don't know if their like moods sync up or something. But like when people rage and they spend a lot of time around each other, they'll kind of also sort of do the same thing. At first, most people don't really realize they're doing it. But over time, if you spend a lot of time around people who are raging actively, you'll probably be raging and not even realize it. The same thing is like you'll pick up like different kinds of language, the way people talk, like it's just how your brain works. You build these connections. Like your brain is just a million different connections. That's also why they break all the time. You know, mental health, take care of it. But like, yeah, it's like, it's just something to be self-aware of. I definitely personally, you know, like if I'm around a rager, I'm not comfortable, and I'll make that pretty known. But like, I've you know, I've had my moments of like being angry. It's rare, but for me, most of the time, if I get angry, it's because I'm defensive, and that just comes from trauma. And there's a fair few people who are like that. You know, if you've ever heard like don't corner a scared animal, they'll lash out at you. It's like a defense mechanism, right? So it's just being aware of like people behaving like that, or you doing that yourself. Like it's very important to be self-aware, right? And to apologize. You know, if you have a lash out moment, apologize. You know, make sure you've talked to your friends or the person you're playing with. Just have that discussion. Say, I'm sorry, like this, I had this moment where I don't know why I said what I said. Like I felt really bad. I'm trying to be better about it, etc. And most people will understand that. Son of a bitch. Yeah. I mean, that's just like if you watch M-Tash, right? He'll get killed and he'll just say, suck my dick. You know, he's not serious, but like it's just a funny thing. Yeah, chat loves it when I call someone a cunt. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm Australian. And that's like second nature to us, but yeah, you know, like, I don't know, at the end of the day, like, at the end of the day, truly, it really is just about being self-aware. And sometimes you need to help people be self-aware, you know? Especially when it comes to raging. You just respond to it, oh, you bastard. Oh, fuck, why have you done this? It's just like, you know, like when you're Rumble and you're like in a 1v1 and someone comes along and steals both the kills, it's like, you fucking bastard. You absolutely couldn't. You couldn't have waited 2 seconds? But it's not really like serious, you know? Or it's like, you know, I got killed by an NTS user and I'm like, oh my god, you fucking make me sick. But it's like, at the end of the day, like, I really don't care. It's just funny to say. She's just like me, for real, for real. I'm just thinking of that fucking comic strip. What? It's not a comic strip, it's a manga panel. With Denji. Why did I say comic strip? Damn, I'm gonna get cancelled. She just like me, for real, for real. I love that. The Callus boss fight? Yeah, that was justified, but fuck Callus. What a loser.